good morning or evening or afternoon, wherever you might be, and welcome to our very first India Special Live Coding Happy Hour. This is a show brought to you by our ServiceNow Developer Program, where we unwind from a long work week of travel or work. We drink and we try to build something new. And instead of a well-polished demo that you might usually see, in this show, we try to show you the real development process while we debug and find errors. And we're in the middle of our Xanadu release content, so be sure to check out our content calendar at devlink.sn/Xanadu. Now, before we jump into our content, we'll do some introductions. I am Christy Merriam, Senior Developer Advocate here at ServiceNow. It is currently 7 a.m. on the East Coast, and I'm joined by Pranav, who is not on the East Coast. Pranav.
All right. All right. Thank you, Christy, for joining this early for you. And everyone, welcome to our first India Special Live Coding Happy Hour. And I'm super excited. Finally, I can do one live coding happy hour kind of end of my day. It's like 6 in the evening for me. So yeah. And coming to me, my name is Pranav. I'm a senior developer advocate here at ServiceNow. Just finished my 2 years yesterday at ServiceNow.
Yay, congrats.
So that was my second year anniversary and into the third year. So that's about me.
Excellent, excellent. Well, Pranav, what are we drinking today, Pranav?
Oh, so I just made like a homemade lemon ginger drink.
Yum.
So it's an Indian special drink for me because I had a sore throat yesterday, so I was like having something hot. What about you, Christy?
Well, since it is 7 a.m., it's a little early for any spirits, but I do have coffee in a classic ServiceNow branded mug. Actually, it's an Americano made with fresh roasted beans here at the house. So I'm enjoying that this morning.
Perfect. All right.
Yep.
So now let's get into the show, Christy. I am thinking of building an app using our brand new ServiceNow Studio as well as Now Assist. So let's see if we can build that app, and I would need your help with
Okay.
guiding me throughout. So firstly, let me
Gotcha.
tell our audience what we are actually building. So basically, we are trying to build a training application in which we'll be having three main tables. One is the training topics, like what topics we need to get trained on, trainers, and the third will be the attendees and everything. So what's the whole process will look like? We will create the training topics in the backend. Now trainers can go ahead and just volunteer for particular training topic, and then the training sessions will be registered by attendees who can just go to the service portal and register for it. So that's the whole app idea. And I think let's
Love
enough
that.
of talking and let's start building.
All right.
So let me share my screen. I hope you're
Gotcha.
able to see my screen.
Yep. Looks good.
All right. So to our audience, uh, I'll tell you this is my first time actually playing with ServiceNow Studio, and so I haven't
Excellent.
played much because it just came like
Yeah.
couple of weeks back, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So first thing we're gonna do is we'll go to the ServiceNow Studio as you just saw, and then this Now Assist button. I'm just gonna plug it in, and you can see we have something like create an app. So what I'm gonna do is I wrote some prompts so that it will save us some time, and I'll just click on an app, and now I'll just simply say, so the app, as I mentioned, the app is for trainings, right? So we'll be having trainings and everything. That's what I'm telling Now Assist about. So if you can read it, that's
Yep.
good.
Yep. That's smart. You're like me. I like to copy and paste my prompts. Nobody wants to see me make typos all day.
Yeah, yeah, that's there. That's for sure. And the next thing is if you can look into it, right? It's asking me what specific fields you want to include in this thing. So I'll keep it very simple. I want like a topic name, topic session date and time when it will happen, and yeah, I think, and plus attendees limit also. Let me add that. So you can see that I have this thing. I I have the table fields that I want to add. So let me put it there. And so it's asking me, would you like to create a user-friendly form to add this thing? I'll just say yes, because I need record producers for it.
Totally.
All right. So
That was
it
fast.
yeah, it tried to create the whole app, but the thing is that I would like to add more changes to it. So what I can do is like I can just click on this button, because as I mentioned, I just created a training topics. Right. Now I need two more tables. One for the trainers to store the trainer data, and one for the attendees. So I have another prompt for it. Let me just put it there. I can just simply say this one, that app will need two more tables, one for trainers and one for the volunteer. So
Interesting.
it's asking me like what fields and everything I want for the trainers. So let me just put it something like this. Trainer should be able to select this one. Trainer should be able to select on selection. Oh, I think I have another one. Let me just put and okay. Let me just open this thing up. The trainer should have or so this is the one. So I'm just putting like what trainers can do. They can select the topic and everything, and I'll just say I want a record producer for it also.
I think it's interesting you're creating this table by table. I've always
Yeah,
just thrown everything into like a big old prompt at the beginning. But it's interesting you're doing it table by table. That's good.
yeah. Generally, I also do the same, Christy. Like I put the
Mm-hmm.
whole prompt, but because as we are demoing it, so I'm just going one by one.
Fair enough.
So
Okay.
that our what's the thing? I want an attendee table also. Table two, and I'm gonna just put it. I'm just gonna put like the details for the attendee table. That's there. I'll say yes.
I feel like we need like Jeopardy music playing or some sort of
Yeah,
music playing in the background while it's thinking.
absolutely. But
Yeah.
that's the thing, right? That's the natural development, and that's how much time it will
Sure.
take.
Sure.
And you can see, right, we have most of the things created, but I would like to add one more thing. That's like to take feedback once the training is done. So what I can do is like I can just make changes, and I'll just simply say I want to have a table which will collect the feedbacks from it. And I think I definitely need a record producer for this one. And I think this will be our last prompt for the whole app. And I'll probably add this prompt in the description of this video so that if you want to play with the same prompt, you can play with it.
That'd be
And
awesome.
let's see.
Excuse me.
All right. So I think we have the whole app. So what I can do is like I can just click on the preview app, and you can see that it will be generating all the 11 items that I have mentioned here, like the
It
four
opens in
tables.
Studio. Yeah, sorry.
Yes. In
I'm
the
celebrating
studio.
it's open in ServiceNow Studio instead of App Engine Studio. That makes me happy.
Yes. And it's like I have just installed it today, and I
Mm-hmm.
opened it up, and it's super easy and fun to
Yeah.
use. And
Yeah.
probably we'll see more.
Totally. I
Maybe
hope so.
we'll figure out some new features and everything which are there and which we haven't explored yet.
Yeah.
But
I think so. I've been showing this at all the different world forums that we've been going to, the dev meetups, and it's been very well received. People are very excited about Studio. I think the thing that is like the excitement moment when I mention that you can work across multiple scopes in ServiceNow Studio, that's what gets people excited because every time I mention like, hey, you guys know to use Studio if you want to work on a different scope, you got to like close Studios or you got to switch apps. So close your other app, open your other app, work on your app, and then go back to your other one. Everybody's like, oh yeah. I'm like, you don't have to do that in ServiceNow Studio, and it's like, yay! Everybody gets really excited about it. So
absolutely. And
yeah,
you can see, right? I think I'll probably, yeah. So you can see that it created us all this stuff, right? And it's mentioned that it generated by Now Assist. And we requested for three main tables. Firstly, the training topic. You can see that we have the attendee limit, session date and time, topic name. That's there. And then we have the trainers volunteer. Like I think like probably we in the prompt we need to provide better names so that it can just pick up like trainers, volunteer. It's
Yeah.
created that. And then we have a feedback table and as well as attendee registration.
Love it.
So I think I do like it, and probably what I can do is I have now you can see I can just simply save and open up, and there was another option if you have seen it. And an error occurred, please. See. Got it. I'll save your app and open. Okay, maybe it didn't open, but let me see if did it create for us. Okay. Okay. I think it didn't create. Okay, it did create.
I wonder when I've created apps like this, sometimes I have scope naming issues, especially in our scope,
Hmm.
being an
Maybe
SNC.
maybe that's again a good part. Like let's do one thing. I'll create the whole app again, and this time I can just copy the whole prompt that we have, and that's the fun about live coding happy hour, right?
Totally, totally. We find all the fun stuff.
Yep. And I forgot to put my phone on silent, so till the time I'll do it. Let's start. Okay, it's saying that understood. Let's start by table for training topics. To clarify, you mentioned that the table should have topic name, date time, and the date time of the session and an attendee limit. Would you like to include any other fields? I'll say no.
Just create it. Just create the app.
It did create it, like it didn't save it. Great. Next, let's discuss of the form for trainer for volunteer. You mentioned that a trainer should select topics from the list of available topics. The date time should be auto-populated based on the selected topic. Trainers should also choose whether the session would be virtual, in person, and should you at any other field? I'll say no. So it probably will ask me for every table just to confirm, which is a good thing,
Totally, yeah.
right? And when we are putting this big prompt, it's there. I'll just simply say no because I think it's a kind of and all right, finally that's there. And let's see what it does this time.
Fingers crossed. Hopefully comes up with a new scope name.
Yep, right. It's thinking
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because the prompt yeah, it did. And I think I'll just preview the app. So it will generate this time 8 items, and let's see what it
Is that
generated
different than
for
before? I don't remember how many I had last time.
we had 11. So
11. Okay.
maybe it's like the whole prompt had like sometime it's just misses few things up if we put a big prompt. That's why I
Sure.
started with one by one
Sure.
when I
Makes
did the
sense.
first time, but that's fine. I think it will generate the main thing that we want: training topic table, training volunteer table, registration table. I think if you can read this one, these three things which is
Yep.
important for us,
Yep.
and the training topic volunteer session registration. And this time I'll just save and oh,
Oh, no.
an error occurred once there. I think what I can do is, and let me just probably clear it again. See the whole fun thing for us, right? Hold on. Maybe that's. I'll probably close this up and probably reopen. Let's see. And I'll just simply say create a new one. And I'll just simply reset again. Create an app. Okay, let's begin. So I'm gonna do same thing. The app will have maybe what I can do is like let me edit the prompt. So if you saw that, Christy, right? I didn't put the name of the
Mm-hmm.
whole training. So maybe I can put a name in the prompt itself and see what works. So give me a
Yep.
second. Let me
Make
add
it
the
very unique. Very
yeah
unique.
the
That's a
app.
struggle we have in that, excuse me, in that app scope space, right? Because we have just X underscore SNC. So if anybody's named anything, training and management, something or other, it's going to be taken. So you got to be
Yes,
very careful about naming apps around here.
I am giving a very unique name, Training Pranav app. How unique it is. Uh, and app, and let's see what it will do. Let's see this time. And probably it will ask us the whole, all the things again. So this is something like you, like it's probably the scope issue because
Yeah.
there are a lot of training apps we already have. All right, it was fast this time. I'll just do,
Hopefully that's a good sign.
yeah. And if I just search, oops, it's trying to generate things up, I'll just pin it. And let's see, it's preview. It's like 4 out of 10, 4 out of 8,
Big
5.
money. Big money, no whammies. That's probably an American reference. It's an old game show called Pressure Luck, where you had like
Okay.
this big board that went around and you had these little dudes called
Mhm.
whammies, and you were trying to hit everything but the whammy. Don't know if that made it to India or not, but that's been a long time ago. I'm
All
showing my
right,
age
let's.
with that one.
I hope it will save. Got it. I'll save your app and open the app
Yay.
details. And I hope it
Oh, it's
works.
taken longer this time. Maybe a good
Yeah.
sign.
Yep. It opened up.
Yay! All right, success.
So, so the main issue was the app name. We
Mm-hmm.
should be like giving a proper app name in the starting itself, so that we can see stuff and you can see it's open there. And now what I can do is like I can just open the training app that's there and open list. I have the training. Now I want to see all the files that are there in this one, in the app itself. Let's click on, because we have options like file categories, apps, and everything. Let's see what's it has created. Okay. Yeah, file. Okay, these might be for, this is ton of app. Okay, you can see that we have all these things created and we can expand it.
Hmm. Lovely.
And let's open the training topic and let's see if it created everything that's needed for us. It created the topic name as we wanted, date, time, attendee limit. So far, so good. Then we have the training volunteer. For this, we have the session date and time, topic name, which is and session type. Session type, if you remember right, Christy, in the prompt, in the first time I mentioned it should be virtual or it should be in person. So it just created the choices and everything for me automatically.
Got
And
it.
then we have the registration that's there. And I think sounds good. And we have also the record producers created, the register for training, volunteer for training topics and everything. And you can see everything is opened in a new tabs. That's, I think this is cool for it. So now let's do one more thing. Now I will add a flow to it. So basically like it will be a reminder email that will be sent out to the trainer as well as the trainers as well as the attendees that your training is coming up. So let's do that. And I
Hey,
think we don't have to go anywhere. We can just simply click on this plus icon and click on the file button.
that's pretty handy. I
And
like that. There's
yeah,
actually a question, Pranav, and I'm pretty sure I know the answer, but I thought I'd let you answer it since you're building the app. Hardik is asking if we can ask Now Assist to add more columns again to specific tables, so basically reprompting to add more columns.
as of now, we can't. If you remember, right, I'll just close it up. In the
Hmm.
preview app itself, it asks us, like, now the option is gone. But if you remember, right, after previewing, it asks us, like, do we want to make any changes to the prompt or anything? We can make there. But once we save and open, we can't just edit those things up as of now. But I think there was an update app thing also that's there, but I haven't played with it. But Christy, do you have? Same thing,
Yeah,
mine, or
same. I know you could update it before you actually created the app and started working in Studio, but right now reprompting I don't think is something that we allow in the app space. Playbook generation, yes, but not in app generation just yet for reprompting.
yep. I think there was an option here when I just created for the first time to either create it or maybe
Update
I
it,
think
make
update
changes.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah, you
I
could probably
haven't
do it
played it.
there, right? Yeah.
Maybe. But again, that's again another day's topic. So
Part two.
let's click on this file, and I was adding a flow to it. Like, let me go to the automation and I'll do a flow here. And you can see it's open. So that's it. That's like I really liked about Studio. Everything is at one place, right? Which is super
Yes,
convenient,
yes,
and
for sure.
everything powered by Now Assist also. So you can see, right? We can have examples and everything that are there. But what I'm gonna do is like I'm gonna just I have a prompt written for it. I'll remove the formatting. So I'm trying to create a schedule job that triggers every day at 2 a.m. and it should look for all the training topic. If you see this training topic, right? The table, this one, and then it will look for attendee table and trainer table, and then send an email that their training is coming up. So that's cool. Let me click on generate preview and I'll just close this side panel.
There we go. Yeah.
So till the time it's loading, one thing I like to add for this is like sometimes when now says couldn't find a proper table name, it will just create placeholders for us. It won't create the like it will still create the flow that the way we want, but most of the thing inside like the properties will be empty. So just make sure that like if it's not able to find the proper table name, but let's see what it does. So you can see, right? It created the whole flow, but it's read only. To be honest, I don't like this one view. I like the list one better. So let me just save and edit it, and let's see.
Hardit's also asking, can we create flows in bulk from Now Assist panel? I don't think you can create multiple flows. It's one at a time
It's
currently.
one at a time.
Yeah,
It's one at a
yeah,
time.
yep.
So you can see, right, now the whole flow is created. It's at triggered at daily at 2 a.m. That was it was able to find. Then we have a lookup for record, and you can see that it added the annotations also for us,
I
like
love that.
looking for training topics table whose date is 2 days from now, and then it's adding a logic like uh, for each item of training topic, then looking for attendee records as well as looking for our trainers, and then for each list it is sending an email. But if let's click on it, and you can see that the table name is empty because so when now says it's not able to find, it just adds a placeholder, which actually will save us a lot of time. These things, like I think, takes a while. Like if you are not a regular flow designer developer, you have to just probably think about it, the whole logic. So I think that's easy. And now you can see we have the training topic. So I can just quickly put training topic here, and I mentioned like the criteria is like 2 days from now. I can just simply put like date and time. This is our field. Date and time is on, I can say like 2 days from now. Like I'm just putting a proper date, but maybe like day on tomorrow. We just put it this for now, and then you can see for each item it's going. Now what it will do is like we have to look for attendee. So we created this attendee table, and I don't remember the exact table name. We have a lot of table, and that's why it just added a placeholder because it was not able to find like which attendee we have to pick. So what I can do is like I can go in the tables, and you can see here we have the registration, and we have this one. So basically in the registration table, it will be all the attendees that will be there. And I'm gonna go here, look for attendees. Yep, that's there. And now for this one, we have done. And then similarly for trainers, we have the trainer table, trainer volunteering, that's there. And
I
I
like
can
that
just
they added annotations this time around too, because as you mentioned before, with people who maybe are not so savvy within ServiceNow that are coming and trying to build flows, at least it gives them some explanation as to what this particular activity was designed to do for the flow generation, right? Like for us, it's
Exactly.
like, oh, it's just extra notes, fine. But for people maybe who are not so ServiceNow savvy, makes it a little bit
Exactly.
easier to understand. Yeah.
And this now says just for citizen developers, like who are
Hmm.
new, they can just probably go ahead and learn things up. So
Except for maybe code generation, I would
yeah,
not recommend for citizen developers.
yep. And we can do look for attendees, and you can see that we have this thing. Now we have to do a send an email. So what I can do is like I have to look for attendees, so I can do the registration attendee record. Okay, registration. No, hold on. I have to do, see, that's my mistake. I have to put it here first, and then I have to do the record. Now I have to put like the registration for each registration record, and to, for now I didn't add the email or anything in the registration record, so I'll just keep it like maybe my personal email. That's there, and then I'll just simply do save it. Now I'll do the same for the list for trainers. Oh, this is for each item for trainer, and this one for is for I think attendee, and I think I'll just see what I did put.
Hardeep's coming in with all the questions today. He's asking if Now Assist, when we generate an app, if it will create dummy data. I don't think so, right? It's not going to create demo data. It's just going to
Can
create
you?
the app for you, right?
Yeah, it won't create a demo data.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I didn't think it would create data at this point.
Yeah,
It'd
it
be
won't
lovely
create.
if it did, though. That would be cool.
Yeah, it's like maybe. Yeah, it's like if we want to test it, and maybe it should also create a button to delete all
Yeah.
the demo data. That's
Ah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that would be
that's
cool.
there. And look for records for volunteering, and I have look for, so this is their registration record and volunteering records. I'm going here, and same thing I'm gonna do it for here. Volunteering record, and I'll just simply do for each training volunteer and save it. And then we can just put a subject, whatever we want, and simply I have created this flow. So if you have all the data like the email templates and everything, probably it will take like 15 minutes to create this thing up. So now we can save it and activate it. Ooh,
You're missing some stuff there.
I have to see what I'm missing here. Let's see, error on action mandatory. Let's see what's mandatory. Is it subject? Let's see, subject done. And let's see what's mandatory here. Oops. Look for record. Let me save it.
Oh, you're
I think
missing
it,
in the for each list of items. It doesn't have a table specified in step 2.
okay.
There you go.
Let's,
Or not table, but item specified in step 2. I was not on
and
my game earlier. We had another question about Now Assist taking in files. So for those of you maybe not catching up with the chat or watching after, currently Now Assist does not intake files except for what's coming in, we're going to call Safe Harbor in image to flow that's coming in a future release. So you can take an image of a whiteboard or a Visio diagram and feed it into flow generation, and it will create a flow based on that particular image. Pretty slick. It was pretty cool to see, but not quite there yet. So
thanks,
apologies for
Christian.
not featuring those questions before.
No worries. Thanks, Christy, for answering that. All right.
Yeah.
So till the time the flow is active, I finish the errors. But for people who might be wondering what's going on, so I'll explain the flow again. So firstly, we are going to the whole training records, the training topics, and then we are just finding which training is like coming up, and then we are looping through each training record, and then we are sending emails to the registered attendees as well as a trainer to inform them that this is particularly this is coming up. So I think we have the flow that's there. Now what we can do is like, let's do something like, if you remember, right, we have this record producer. Let me open this up. Register for training session, and let's open it up. That's there, and I think for this, maybe I have to just go here, password, and I can just probably open this thing up. I would love to have something like a try button here itself so that I can just try it.
Don't we have that? Don't we usually have that somewhere?
We
I
have it.
feel.
We have it on the record producer form in the platform UI, but I think it's not available in Studio.
Why? I don't understand. Why not?
Maybe,
Feature request, man.
I think the reason maybe it's like generally when you click on the try button, it opens in the platform UI itself, right? And
Yeah, it was the
Services
old
Studio
school.
is,
Yeah.
yeah, and Studio is like a different environment altogether, right? So maybe that's a thing. Anyway,
Yeah.
so you can see, right? We have this training name, this one. Enter your name for registration, email, and I did add the email in the prompt. I was like, and you can see we have training topic, and now we have registration date and everything, which will be coming from the training topic itself. Now I want to add a script. Basically, if we have an attendee limit set on the training topic to, let's suppose, 10, if the 11th person is coming up and trying to register it, then they should not be able to register for this particular training, right? So what I can do is like I'll write a script include and call that script include in our record producer client script, right? So let's
Code gen, code gen,
code gen. Yes, code gen. All right. So I think we can do it from here. I can do file. I love it.
I do
Everything at
too.
once.
I do too. It's so easy.
And I can do something like all. I can just say script includes. Oh, and that's there. I'm thinking like how far we have come.
Mm.
Right? It's like initially I'm like developing on the platform from like UI 16 or 15 time, and it's so much easy now. Anyway, so I'll
Totally.
just give it
Totally.
cross training. I'll just call it glide Ajax. That's there. Now the fun part, we're gonna use code edit and code generation, and I'm gonna do like I have a prompt that's there, which is like to create a script include function to glide record to training topic table for current topic and get attendee limit count. So basically it will get the limit count from the training topic itself. And for people who might be confused, I can just open it in a new tab also, training topic, and I can just simply say show form, and you can see training topic is like, I'll just put it 16th date. Training topic will be cloud computing. Okay. You can put any topic, and I'll just put as like 2 or just put 1. Maybe we can test our script, right? Oh, there is no save button, but maybe that's fine. Let's click on say we have a training topic that's created, and I can do one more thing. I can create a couple of more. Show form test. Maybe we in the end we might generate some reports using analysis data visualization, and let's see what happens. Let's do save. Okay, cool. So we have this thing created, and now, sorry, I just got distracted. We have the training topic, we have the attendee limit that's there inside this attendee limit. This is one field, and now we are grabbing this information, and also like we are going into the attendee like table itself, the registration table that we have, and we'll see if the count is more, then we'll just have to throw an error, right, that it's not there. So let's just simply generate it. All right, so it's generating. Cool, it generated. Let me just see. So you can see it's saying that topic id is this.get parameter. That's fine. It's going to the table name. Table name is not right because I should have provided a table name in the prompt itself. And then it's getting the record, which is the record, and then it's getting the attendees limit field. So it's able to get this attendee limits field. It was able to get the field name right. So that's there. And then we have its glide recording to our attendees table, and then it is adding a query of topic, which the society that was selected, and it is returning true and false. I think this is right fully.
Except for
I
the
don't think,
table. Yeah.
yeah, except for the table,
Yeah.
it's it's perfect. Let's
It'd be cool
accept
if
it.
it was scope aware. Like it was only checking, it would check the scope that you're in for tables that might resemble topic.
Hmm.
But
Yeah, you're right.
one day we'll
That's
get
there.
there. We'll get there.
We get there.
Hmm.
And let's fix this script quickly. So we have to do glide record to our topics table and training topic. I'll go training topic here, and training topic table. Oh, I'll just do. I'll go back. I'll just probably close it and click on training topic. I'll just fix the code. And it's not been like 30 minutes, and we are almost halfway done in the app.
I know. It's still faster, in my opinion.
It's
At
a
least it
lot
would be
faster,
for me.
and plus, when you are talking and coding, it's not
Yeah.
easy.
No, exactly. We're trying to tell everybody what you're doing. Yeah. Yeah. It makes it a
Yeah.
little more difficult. Yeah, you're doing
So
great.
that's
It's
and
awesome.
plus, let's do registration table, and I'm gonna do registration table here. This is there. So we have table selected. We have training topics. We're gonna get the topic from basically the glide aggregate, and oh, sorry, the glide ajax call that we'll be doing from the record producer client script. We are getting the training field. I'll just still double check. It's like I have this habit, like I think every developer have a habit of like double checking or clicking the control S or save button multiple times just to
Uh
make sure
huh.
that it's saved.
Yeah.
So I
Learned
know
my lesson
it's
a few
right.
times on that one. No, learned my lesson several times on that. I know everybody has, but for sure.
I know it. Yep. And this is there, and we are putting like, so I think it's topic. We have this thing. I can just click on data, and you saw that, Christy. Like when I clicked on create, right click on it, and show data, instead of opening in the platform view, it opened in the studio view
All in one
itself.
place. We're not tab collecting anymore. I mean, we're kind of tab collecting inside of Studio, but we don't have a million browser tabs open.
Yep. Yep. And I
I'm
think
horrible about tab collecting. I'm the worst.
I have me too. If that's why I have opened all the tabs. Okay, it's topic name. Let's do this thing. I'm just updating the. So we have this. It's going there. Aggregated count, and I think it looks good, right? Okay. Let's do this thing. Okay, I have to add attendee. And what role it created for us. It's like
I think it's going to be prefixed, isn't it? With your x_snc.
yes, you're right. For SNC, I am just x_snc. We have training, but I think we have registration also. I don't know why it's training. Oh, let's see, registration. Oops. So let's do training. I don't know why it's not showing up, but let's see.
Don't have that role.
I am. It's created in the row. Okay. Sorry, I was looking into the subscription configuration, and I was. Boy. See, that's there. Now I think it should come up. X_, oops, X_snc. X_snc_, let's see. X_snc, we have training. Let's do, for now, I'll just select, I think, anyone. This one.
Hardeep called out that client callable was replaced by glad ajax enabled. Yes, I think that was something that was fairly new, right?
Which
We
one?
changed it. So it says glad ajax enabled, and it usually, or used to say client callable
Yes.
on a script
Yeah,
include. Yeah, it's changed. Yep.
it changed, but everything is same. If you look into
Yeah.
the syntax, it's calling the
Functions the same
abstract.
way.
It's I think it's better. The name should have been changed long back, to be
Mm-hmm.
honest,
Yeah.
because it doesn't make what's client callable, right? Sometimes it's like confusing. When you say glide Ajax enabled, that simply means you can call using glide Ajax. It's like,
Yep.
I know it's like it doesn't make difference for people who are experienced because they know, but
Yep.
think about a person
People
from
who are
who
new
is,
coming in.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
And now what we'll do is like we'll go to our record producer, just for training session that's there. And one last thing I can do is like I can just simply do a glide Ajax. I can just create a this one. We have variables. We have a topic. The name is topic underscore name. And let's see, I'll do client script and and check
Are
check
we using
if
CodeGen here, Pranav?
we can.
I think we should
But
try
I
it
think we can try it. But
just to see
I
what happens.
yes, that's what I was thinking. And tell me, Christy, what should be the prompt?
Oh
Right.
man,
Call. I think
the script
cross.
include from what do you call it? Cross training? No, that's not what we called it, right?
Yeah, cross training one. Yes, you're right. I think I can open script include. Oh, includes. It's like maybe it's okay. We have to refresh it.
Oh, feature request, feature request.
This, yeah, I thought it's refreshing automatically. I
I don't
saw
think
that
so.
button. Otherwise, I was thinking
Uh,
of going in the back end. Okay, we have this one.
yep.
Uh, we'll say call client client training utils using Ajax,
To check the
using glide Ajax, and
number of attendees.
it's like number of attendees will be coming from there itself. Call script include. Let's add more context to it. The more better the prompt, the better results you will get.
Yes. I don't know where you heard that from.
I heard it from someone named Christy.
I mean, I was not the first one to come up with that, but I tried to make that very clear in the labs that we did. Anyway.
Yep. So calls cross train util script includes and call the function inside inside it using glide Ajax. Let's see.
Do we need to tell it what field that we're pulling that from? You reckon? The attendees
That's the
list,
thing.
sys
It
ID.
generated something. Let's see if it's right or not.
Uh,
It did this cross training Ajax.
it's close.
So, and sysparam, it's very close. Sysparam
Yeah.
name is get attendee limit.
We don't have the topic though, right? Because we're sitting at the topic sys ID. So the
Yeah,
sys
it's
parm.
topic. Yes,
Yeah.
sysparam will be we have defined here, right?
Yep.
Sysparam topic sys ID. It was not able to fetch it, but that's fine.
It's close.
And
It's close.
then it is doing a get XML answer function. It's parsing the same stuff, and you can see it's a little different. We definitely need to change it a little bit, but I think we are close.
Yeah. Yeah. I would have had to go like look at another example to write that for myself, but
Yes,
that would get me a lot further along, a lot faster, I think.
yeah,
And
at
also
least
yeah, and it's sending the wrong value, right, to the topic sys ID parm. And
yes.
can I, okay, is it just me or is sys underscore parm or sys parm, is that a typo? Shouldn't it be param? I feel like that has been a typo for a while and it always screws me up. I always want to do param instead of parm, like
Okay,
parameter instead of parmeter.
it's it's like this only. I think the correct syntax is sys PARM, not
Oh yeah,
PAR.
it's a correct syntax. I just feel like at some point that became a typo that just got kind of committed. And it's like, well, we're going with it. That's all.
Yeah, yeah, okay. You're talking about in that sense. Okay. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I think I totally think that it can be a typo. Or
Yeah.
maybe this PARAM might be used in some other place. So somebody
And
was
they had to
like,
change it to something else. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
Fair
Anyway, so
enough.
So we have topic sysID that we are passing here. You can say sysparam sysID instead of that.
Oh
I
no,
think
my
no, that's
camera. My
fine.
camera's dying.
Oh, your camera is dying.
Oh no, no, don't do me. Don't do me. Ah.
Okay, I think we lost Christy, but that's fine. I'll keep continuing. Okay, that's totally fine. Let me just continue with there. So I have this sysparam topic sysID that's there. We have to pass like the get value here, g underscore form dot get value. And if you remember, right, we have register here. So we have the topic value as topic name. I'll just copy here. Ta-ta. And we are passing it here. We are doing a cross-training Ajax query. If answer, I don't think we need anything like this. And I'll just simply say answer equal to attendee count increased, attendee limit reached. All right, so that's there. I think we are all good with it. Okay, what's the error? Let's see. Yeah, I think we don't need this. Still error. Okay, we have this one, we have the cross-training one, and we have this. Okay, what's the error? Cross-training.getXML, that's there. We have sysparam, we have g underscore form dot get value topic name. I have put it correct. And sorry, I can't see the comments. If anyone has put a right answer in the comment section, maybe I'll look into it later, but I can't see it now. So I have to probably look into it on my own. So that's there. Jonas confirmed attendee count reach, add info message. What's the error? Parsing missing. Something is missing. Let's see. Oh, is it? Oh, okay. I think that's the one. That's there, which is, let's see. Oops. So we have this particular thing.
I think it's just I think it's the semicolon at the bottom, right? You got to
This
have a
one?
semicolon. Or sorry, a parenthesis at the bottom, because if you read that, there's an error message underneath, and it's telling you need a parenthesis
No,
there.
no. If you look into it, right, this is for on submit, right? And then we have the answer one. We have the answer. Then we have the function, right?
Oh
So
wait, you
this
have
is,
there's too many parentheses on line 6. Hardy, you've got 2 parentheses on the end. Oh no, that's right. That's correct. Never mind.
that's
Because you
correct.
got topic name. Yep.
And that's there. And I think it's okay. I think so. This is again a debugging thing, but I'm thinking
Where's
what
code edit when you need it? Hey, now assist, fix this syntax error that I can't figure out, please.
you know what? I think I can try
It's great. Yeah.
open code with now assist, edit the code, fix it,
Ooh. Fix it.
and let's see.
Did it actually fix it?
Let's see.
Holy cow.
Oh boy,
It
fixed
fixed it. Yes.
So
Well, that's officially become my favorite new feature.
me too. Like I'm like, I'm like still thinking, what was the error? It was something like
Oh, I
with,
don't know. It was yeah, who knows? Who knows?
but yeah,
Why does it not look like code anymore now, though? Look at that. It doesn't look like code.
it's like it's loading up, but that's fine.
Weird.
I think I can reopen it again, and it's for some reason it's not refreshing. The list is not getting refreshed. This one, catalog client script. I have to click on this to refresh it. Okay, now it's working fine. I'm like, I'll probably go through the whole video recording and then take a screenshot of the old code and then I'll look into this one. But hey, code edit helped me out solving this issue. But all
That's
right,
awesome.
so I think we have last 10 minutes. So I'll just simply say this particular thing is working. But for last thing, what I can do is like I can simply show you all one, like if we want to add a report to it, if I want to do some reporting on all these things. So I can quickly do dashboards, and I'll just simply go to dashboards, create a new dashboard. I'll just simply name training dashboard and create new dashboard. And I'll use now my now assist and reset the conversation.
I love
Create a
that you're
data.
working all of this in here, Pranav. This is pretty great.
Yeah. So create a data visualization that's there. And what I can do is like I have simply I can say like show me all training topics as pie charts. And you can see, and it's asking me based on the name, topic name. Boom. And let me see if I can add. Okay, it added. Perfect. You can see I created two
Very
topics.
cool. Yep.
And would you like to modify? I'll say no. I'll do one more last. We are almost at time. It's like not even 50 minutes, and I think we are done with the whole app, right?
It
I'll
was awesome.
and I'll see like show training topics where date time is after today as a list. So if you remember, right, that's why let me go back to my this and like let me open up my table. I like this button. You can open everything at once.
Yeah. Yeah, that's handy.
It's handy. Yeah. Training topic. I'll just go to list. So I just want to see all the topics that are created after today. So it's 15th. So what I can do is like I can just simply open this one, and for testing our demo, I'll just make it 14th. That's fine. It's okay. And I'll just simply say now we have date and time. It has date and time, right? Topic, date and time. So where date and time is after today as today after today as list chart. So we want to see all the list.
All the future stuff. Yeah.
Yes, let's see. Like we want to see all the things that are coming up. All right, I
Yeah.
think it added. Okay, let's see what it's.
Hey, look at that.
Boom. So, see, we created a complete
awesome.
dashboard. We created the codes. We created apps. We created flows in under
Pretty
like
cool.
50 minutes. Not
That's
even
amazing.
50 minutes. That's there. And I think like probably we can do one more live coding happy hour. We'll test the app. I won't change the code, but I think this code will probably work fully. There won't be any issues with it. Oh, where is it gone? Let's close it, close it. That happens in Google Chrome. And okay, I think this code will work fine. I'm sure of it. But we'll do another live coding happy hour and probably play with it. And that's pretty much it that I wanted to show you. And I'll just simply switch screens to two of us.
Well, I'll be on until my camera decides to overheat again. So we'll see what happens. New camera, still trying to figure it out. So
It's like I know the camera that you have. I have the same issue with ZVE10, and it's
yeah,
like that's there.
I got to put some fans on it or something, and it's in my little prompter. So there's all kinds of it's gonna crap out again because it's being all flickery. But I'll figure
Yep.
it out one day. All good.
And I think we are almost in the end. So thank you everyone for joining, and thank you so much, Christy, for joining us this late, this early for you.
Yeah,
And
no, this is
I
great.
like
My kids wake me up anyway. I'm awake. I just need my coffee to get started. It's all good.
perfect. So now let's rate our drinks. And for me, I didn't drink at all because I was just doing code.
Yeah.
And the initial part was scaring me a lot. But again, make sure you give a proper app name so the app generation can work. And what about? So I'll just probably rate it like 5 out of 5. What do you think, Christy? How much you will rate your coffee?
I mean, it's empty, so I would say my coffee's definitely a 5 out of 5. I love
Five.
my coffee in
Five.
the morning, so definitely.
Well, perfect. So I see Hardeep has asked a lot of questions. Thanks,
Yep,
Hardeep, for
yep.
if you have any anyone, if anyone has any final question, let us know in the chat. Otherwise, I think we don't have any other question. So what was your favorite part, Christy, in the whole development?
I mean, I just love the fact that we have ServiceNow Studio, honestly,
Uh,
because I like the fact that we're not popping all over the place. I love that app generation now opens in ServiceNow Studio instead of App Engine Studio. Although I will say the highlight the code and say fix it, I that was a highlight. I didn't realize we could use that yet, so that was pretty amazing to see that. So that might be my favorite.
Mine too. That was a thing. Like fix it, and it's fixed. Uh,
So much for specific prompts. Just fix it.
Perfect. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us live. And if you want more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel and let us know what topic you want to hear from us. So thank you, everyone. Bye
Yeah.
bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.